Stephen, firstly, has it been good to have a week since the Gillingham game before the Shrewsbury game?
Yeah, it has, to be honest with you. It's constant game after game after game, so you don't get loads of preparation time. Add the travelling time into it as well. It's probably the biggest difference between Scotland and England is you have a week between each game to prepare. So yeah, it's been nice this week. We're able to give the boys a day off on the Monday, and then we've worked hard the rest of the week in preparation again for another busy period.
When you look back at the last 3 games, I reckon you could easily have got 5 more points. 2 more against Bolton, should have beaten Gillingham, should have got a draw at Lincoln. How frustrating is that?
It is. It's very frustrating. As a manager, I speak to numerous people that are very high up in the game, and you can only control certain aspects of the game. The boy Gillingham scoring from 30 yards for the first time in goodness knows how long. You can't control that. I believe in controlling possession, so you're in charge of the game more. I believe in delivering lots of balls into the opposition's box because you get luckier if it's in the box more often, and vice versa in your own box. So you can control a lot of things. You can't control people missing penalties. You can't control people missing from 2 yards and making individual errors. So you've got to wipe your mind of that. We're playing well. We're playing very well. And if we look at our stats in the last 10 games, we're in the top 10 for every single stat. And I know people will argue back with me and say the only stat that matters is points, and I'm well aware of that. I'm confident if we keep doing that and we keep performing at the level we're performing, then we will get the points to stay in this division.
The Gillingham game was probably a really good example of that, wasn't it? You should have scored more goals. You only get the one. Is that the concern, the converting the chances?
Yeah, but if you're creating chances, if you're not creating chances, it's a bigger concern for me. We're creating a lot of chances. Cole should have had 2. Jonah has a great chance, got cleared off the line. John O'Big has another chance. Arthur hits a crossbar. So you can't really do much more as a manager. You get your team organised. People aren't coming through the middle of you, and you create chances and patterns that you've worked on, and we're doing that. And I think by the level of crowds that are coming to games, I didn't expect it to be 4,500 against Gillingham. I'm going to be totally honest in the weather, but it shows that they can see what the boys are doing. They can see the form they're playing in and what they're more importantly giving to the football club in terms of energy and enthusiasm, and that is a given for me with this squad. So we probably, Gillingham did round off our season. We've done well to a point and not finished things off, but I'll back this squad 100% when they keep giving me the energy and enthusiasm that they have done over the last 10 games.
It seems though that no one wants to pull away from the bottom, doesn't it?
Yeah, the results all went their way on midweek, so to speak. Doncaster winning keeps Lincoln down there with us as well. So, there'll be one team maybe out of the 5 that will go down, and we just have to make sure we're not that team. And then it represents a really, really successful season for us, considering where we started from, and that has been our aim right from the start. I never got carried away when people were saying you're going to be in the playoffs, and we started really brightly. We knew there was going to be a long period of transition and struggle, and it has been. It's been tough, but I think we're starting to see progress coming out the other side, and we need the fans more than ever. We need people to stick by the team and the boys and players more than ever, and so far they really have done, and they've come out in their numbers, and they'll continue to do that I believe if we show that commitment.
With so many clubs in that sort of mini league near the bottom, is it about winning, or is it really every point counts? This weekend being a good example. A point at Shrewsbury, obviously a win would be great, but a point when it's so close would be important, wouldn't it?
Every point's massive, and I said in previous interviews, we'll beat teams that we're not expected to beat, and we'll lose against teams that we're for some reason expected to beat. And it's such an up and down league. You can't predict anything that's going to happen in it, and I think, as you say, every point matters. If it comes the end of the season we stay up by 1 point or goal difference, then for me that's success from, as I say, where we started.
Looking at the run-in, the Shrewsbury game is one of the last games against a team in the bottom half. Does that bother you at all?
No, because we haven't been great in terms of results against the bottom half teams. We've been better against the better footballing side, so to speak. But Shrewsbury's certainly an opportunity. We've beat them at home. They're a big, strong, physical side. Put a lot of balls into the area. Ram Bowman, a striker I work with at Motherwell, sold them. So we know their threats, and it is a big, big game for us. If we can get a point there, would be good. 3 points brings Shrewsbury right into the mix with us, and it's another body fighting for survival. What's
the injury situation got into the weekend?
Ryan McLaughlin, Jacob Mensah are only injury concerns at the moment. So hopefully we've got a fit squad to choose from. Gibbo's been back training. Whether it's a game too early for him, we'll see in training as the week progresses. But other than that, we're fully ready to go.